Broadcasting live from downtown Canton, Ohio since 1925. Turn your radio up.
It's go time.
Now back to Pam and Gary on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
We've been talking a lot about health issues and different things that have been coming out from health officials. And one of those things is a study on genetic diversity. And this can be a little bit of a heavy topic. But right now on our WHBC Newsline, we bring in Dr. Kate Naumes, fertility and female health specialist. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so talk about genetic diversity. I mean, this is a pretty big study. It was more than 350,000 people that were looked at. But explain what this was about.
So what the study found was that people born to genetically diverse parents were likely to be taller and more intelligent. They looked at other parameters, but these were the ones that really stood out in the study.
Okay, so explain what genetically diverse means.
Okay, so genetic diversity simply refers to the total number of genetic characteristics in the genetic makeup of a species. So for humans, all the genetic characteristics that we could possibly inherit.
Okay.
And those aren't just eye color and skin color and hair color. They're things like, do we have more cognitive ability, or can we be taller?
Now, what about health-related things, that they say are genetic, that you might inherit, or problems that could crop up if you have maybe parents who are very similar genetically? Does this shed some kind of light on that?
Well, we definitely already knew that there were specific things that are genetically inherited from our parents, and then there are other things that we didn't know, like, for example, do genetically diverse children have less risk for cardiovascular disease? And in this study, that didn't pan out. So it really does depend on the specific condition. So
what do you think is the good that came out of this study?
I think the good that came out of this study is just simply pointing out that genetically diverse marriages or having children together from genetically diverse couples is not a bad thing. It's a good thing for our children. But I think that the bigger story is really preconception, prenatal, and early postpartum care and its impacts on intelligence and health of children, regardless of racial diversity.
Okay, and that is a very important thing, and I know that that's part of your expertise, obviously, and maybe talk a little bit about that. What are the things that people need to remember to do?
Right. So as someone who's working with couples trying to conceive and pregnant couples, it's very clear that there are lots of factors that contribute to smart, healthy kids, and the genetic contribution is just one. So other lifestyle factors such as dietary choices during pregnancy, sleep, exercise, and then early childhood factors like exclusively breastfeeding, education, and poverty have huge impacts on the child's intelligence and health. So we really need to focus on those things, I think.
Well, obviously, when a study like this comes out, it does get people talking about it, so that's a good thing too, right?
Yes, most definitely.
All right, Dr. Kate Naumes, we appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
I like the morning show because it tells you what's going on in the news.
Pam Cook and Gary Rivers. Canton's Morning News. News Talk 1480, WHBC, and at WHBC.com.